That's the State. Thought they played very well. Hard-fought game. I didn't think we played up to the standards that we need to play to win against them. They're very talented. Got a lot of offensive weapons, so they stretch you in a lot of different ways with a bunch of guys that can make threes. Copeland he's a handful because of his size and strength and obviously his passing ability. And then Van Allen Lubin is a good player that we actually recruited out of high school that, benefits because of the space sometimes. And tonight he was able to get into space and make plays. Thought the story of the game, I thought our turnovers were killers. Obviously, points off turnovers. I didn't think our guards played as well tonight as they've been playing. We had some poor decision making and took some couple bad shots. And then obviously the free throws. I mean, it's, you make 15 out of 24 and they make 22 out of 25. It's, the game went to overtime, so a point here, point there. We still had a couple chances, but I had two great looks in the corner and missed them. So it just was one of those games where we just didn't play well enough to win against a good team. NC State's played well tonight, and they just beat us. Questions for me?
Dylan and RJ were talking earlier about how NC State were the tone setters tonight. Just what did you see from your perspective about how the whole factor?
I just thought at the beginning we didn't do as good a job. And I kind of felt it a little bit this morning in our shoot-around, and just, it's a little harder today. You have a school day, and it's not the same as a Saturday where you just focus and play. You got some other things on your mind and just distractions, and then you got to get geared up. Sometimes that's one of the great things about being the road team is all you do all day is meet and rest and talk about the game and watch more film, and the home team has a little more going on, but we just didn't have it quite the way we needed to at the beginning. They made a couple threes. We talked about that early, that they're going to try to get some shots up from three, and we didn't defend the three well. The longer the game went, we settled more into the game and fought harder and did some better things. But this is a good team. This is a talented offensive team, and they can make it hard on you. I thought they ran some good stuff and execute a few things to get a couple layups against us. And then, we did – our shooting percentages were okay. I thought we took a couple bad threes. And then, obviously, I thought we had a couple shots at the rim that JP probably had three at the rim that he probably needs to make one or two of those. It's just one of those nights. It happens. We've been playing really well. Proud of this group. They've fought hard, competed. We've won a bunch of close games tonight. We just weren't as good as we needed to be against a good team.
I know you said coming into the game, NC State has a different defensive, approach to some of the games you played. Did you feel like that bothered you guys?
Maybe a little, yeah. I mean, they really didn't. Their press was more token than anything tonight, so that wasn't as aggressive as we thought it would be. And then they do a lot of five-way switching, so you just have to, you have to deal with it. You're not going to run as many of your plays and some of that stuff. Our percentage shooting stuff wasn't that bad, but I just didn't think we were quite as sharp. We just weren't as sharp. Some of our passing, a couple of our decisions by our guards, I didn't think were as good. But again, that's part of it.
They played really poorly their last time out. Did you have a feeling you were going to get there?
Yeah. We thought they would be really ready to play, and it's what I told our team, guys. The margins in these games in basketball are very small. That's like looking at scores is. I mean, our team was great last year. We lost to Georgia Tech at home. They came in here and beat us. Anybody can beat anybody in this league. If you're not ready to play, you don't play well, you don't shoot the ball well, they shoot the ball well, you're going to be a knee knocker. And so we knew they'd be excited, ready to play, and we were. It's not like we weren't ready to play. We just didn't play as well as we needed to.
Coach talked a lot this year about not having a single defined score and how that can be a blessing and a curse. Do you feel like that kind of caught up to you, particularly in overtime?
Maybe a little. Not having just a guy. I mean, obviously we were getting the ball inside a lot in the second half. I would have loved to have seen RJ go make that play late. I think he passed it, and I thought he might have been able to get to the rim or make a play. But that's part of it. We're fine. We're we'll learn from this. This happens.
You mentioned sharpness and was kind of the fact for you guys not winning tonight. Just the three missed free throws in overtime. Do you consider that under the same bucket as playing sharp?
No, I don't think, not as much. I'm talking more decision making, maybe shooting a ball that you should have passed or making a bad pass, poor decision making, not maybe being as crisp in the fluidness of our offense and the way we move it. But obviously those are, those missed free throws are key. I don't think they missed any.
RJ talked about the anticipation of double teams in the paint. How were you guys planning to work around that?
Yeah, just we knew that they like to trap from the baseline, and so obviously we talked to our guys and put some things in place to try to help our big guys if they felt it was there. Sometimes it was there, a couple times it wasn't, and you just guys have to make good decisions. Trust your guys.
Alabama and BYU kind of earlier in the year were reality checks during non-conference play. Do you see this as a little bit of a reality check for conference play and moving forward?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I expect us to go, 18-0 in the league, guys. If our team is just trying to get better. Like, we're just trying to win every game as best we can, but, we're probably not going to play great 18 times. We're going to have to find ways when we don't play well to try to win. We're going to have to win with our defense some nights. We're going to have to win with our offense some nights. We're going to have to out-compete somebody one night. You're going to play a bunch of different styles of play. You got to deal with it. The games come quick, so this was a quick turnaround. It's just you got to respond. You're going to get punched in the mouth sometimes, and we didn't play great tonight, but NC State had something to do with part of that for sure. And the game went to overtime, and they played a little better in overtime. And they won the game.
You knew when you lost Zac it was going to be big, but in this type of matchup with the length and explosiveness.
Yeah, it might have helped a little bit. I mean, I don't ever want to, I don't really like talking about guys that are hurt or sick. In all honesty, I think it's disrespectful to the team that won. He's a good player. He obviously would help us in any game that we play. But we had plenty of ammunition tonight to win this game. We just didn't do it.
Butta Johnson and a lot of the closing lineups, what did you like about him?
Well, he's a shot maker. He usually does a good job of that. He's a good ball handler. He also usually makes a lot of good passes to guys. Tonight he had a couple shots that he didn't make. He made a couple, I think. I felt like he was doing some good things for us. And we were doing some offense, defense stuff with Jake. Just part of it. All good? Okay, thanks everybody.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.